about to make a damaging admission here. I'll probably lose my marketer's card when I tell you this. Maybe I'll lose my entrepreneur card when I tell you this. But it doesn't matter how many times I've been told this, totally ignored it. Over and over and over again, people keep telling me, read Cialdini's Influence. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And look, I've done some research on it. I've pulled some little bits and pieces out. Never read the book. Alright, you can stop watching. I understand. But I decided that the work I'm doing right now required reading that book. Plus, the gentleman editing my book recommended it. So hearing it from my editor versus hearing it from all these marketers, I thought, maybe I'll take a look at it. Now it's a different person telling me. So I just finished up reading Cialdini's Influence, right? The Psychology of Persuasion. And the interesting part, as I understand it, this book was written to warn the public about marketers, and what ended up happening was marketers got a hold of it and started using all the devious stuff in here, or putting names to what they do and understanding it better and implementing it. So, did something that helps me remember things better. It's called sketch notes, and I'll take a close-up video of this, but these are my sketch notes. I'll get a still photo of that added in there. Anyways, so there's 7 basic principles. It's the weapons of influence. And inside that chapter it talks about how it's kind of funny how this turkey takes care of its chicks just because of the sound of their peep, 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 peep. Instinctively takes care of its chicks because of the peep, peep. And the setup is that we, as humans, do a lot of things instinctively. We don't know why. We just work on instinct. Plane coming by here. Number 2, which is the most abused in the world, is the law of reciprocity. You do something nice for someone, they feel like they owe you one, and so many marketers out there are pretending to do nice things because they want something back from you, and that's gone on too long. There's a great story in there about the Krishnas giving flowers and getting donations. The next one is commitment and consistency. So if you are a good human like I am, then you like to stick to your word, and marketers take advantage of this. If you say you're gonna do something, you better do it. So if you say you're gonna make a donation, or if you say you're a good person, or whatever it is, they take advantage of you and use that against you. Social proof, totally used and abused online to the point where I'm not sure how well testimonials work anymore. Liking. In order for you to buy from me, you gotta like me, we gotta be alike, we gotta have something in common. Authority, and it talks about the milligram experiment where, shit, I won't even explain that here, it's too much. Look it up though, look up the milligram experiment. But people who are better dressed or who are in uniforms get more respect. Also people up on the stage, people who we deem as authorities get more respect, and it's easier for them to sell to us. And scarcity, totally used and abused. Hey, even I use the scarcity thing, but you need scarcity to help people make a decision to buy. But those are the 7 laws, or the 7 principles in the book. Weapons of influence, reciprocation, commitment and consistency, social proof, liking, authority, and scarcity. Another plane coming by. So if you're wondering what I'm going to be doing with this information, selling you more stuff, absolutely. But realistically, I'm putting it into the next podcast mogul, using those 7 principles for your podcast growth in the next podcast mogul coming at you next month.